Starting the stream. I pressed the go live button. Alright. Space stations. They're here. They exist. And I don't know if I'll be able to even, like, get one in a stable orbit. So, on that note, let's start. You may notice immediately that there's another save file here. Well, this one kind of broke. I don't know if it's still broke. Actually, we can check. This one kind of broke. I managed to delete the sky somehow. So, that's a thing. I don't know. Maybe it fixed itself over, like, let's see. Here's a bunch of planes I tried building. None of them worked. But, here, if we go to the, space, that's not the space center. That's the space center. I want to see if the sky is here. Oh. No, that's not the space center at all. What? Huh. Yeah, this save file is kind of borked. And I've managed to... This is a mission I was doing earlier. It managed to clip itself through the ground, apparently. So that's a thing. Also, this is supposed to be the VAB. So that's fun. I'm not gonna save that. Oh, it's so broken, but it's so great. Alright, let's go into the actual one that I know works. Alright. And we're just gonna go from there. I honestly, don't have a comment for that when that... Those are just kind of things that'll happen. So, here's the start of the space station. It's not done because I just wanted to like make sure I could dock these two parts together before I built the whole thing, and then realized that docking's impossible right now. If docking turns out to be impossible, I'm flying planes. Or like trying to make a space shuttle or something, because like that's reasonable or something probably. So we're gonna disconnect this. We're gonna disconnect this, and we're gonna try to launch this part, because that's like a core segment. Okay, windowed border mode is not working, so that's the thing. I can't actually move my mouse off of the screen. So okay, well, that's fun. I need to find a docking port to put here, because that would be sane. Because docking ports. Actually, I can... You know, have I tried curving these? I have not. Wait, there's not like a large... Huh. There's no large adapter? There's a small adapter. And there's a medium adapter, but then they added large space plane or large space station parts, and they forgot to add a large adapter. Huh. Well, that's interesting. We'll use this thing and pretend there's like a... You know, wait. I can add crew capacity. Wait. Yes. Maybe. Okay. Strat. They'll never know. It's fine. It's fine. Just don't tell OSHA. Coupling. Medium. Let's put a medium on here. You extend the ladder and it goes below the ground. You can take a curve to walk under the surface. Yes, you can also, like, go into the mole hole and it'll take you under the surface. I don't know how many ground clip techs we've figured out at this point. There's got to be at least like 10, honestly. Hello. There's got to be at least 10 like ground clip methods at this point, honestly. I'm going to put solar. You know what I should have put in here, actually, instead of a crew. Actually, no, I can put the crew cabin and this on here. I should put, like, utility things in this, because this would be, like, a service bay if this was, like, actually set up like this. I also don't know if I'm going to keep this color scheme, because this looks good on things like rockets and stuff, but there's also a space station, so I might change it to white. So I should probably figure that out before I send it up there. That would probably actually be intelligent. So, yeah, let's put some batteries on here. I figured out that these decay. These have a lifetime. How has the space station been going? Well, we also just started, so it's not like you've missed anything. I have these parts of the space station. I'm going to start by launching this, and then I'm going to launch this, and I'm going to see if I can actually dock them. Because I've also been having issues where, I figured out the source of this issue, actually, where basically, if you're in orbit, and the orbit is too close to the planet you're orbiting, then, the physics engine just essentially breaks, and it just goes up in eccentricity until you crash. I think that was a documented bug, and I missed it, so I had to find that out the hard way. That I needed to raise my orbit to make it stable. Let's put batteries in here. And then more batteries up here. Yeah, batteries. I have not figured out fairings, so that's why I'm going to use this. The fairing, I think... Okay, so the way it worked in the old game is you take your fairing, and then you just click and drag. Now it's like this, which would be fine if it didn't like change length at random intervals as you were like, look, I'm pulling it down and it'll like, if I set it to go say here and then I like change this, it gets longer. Why? And it doesn't like mesh properly either. Like you click this and it's like fairing is complying with invalid assembly part. So there's a couple bugs. Honestly, right now, I would not blame you if you liked the old game, because the old game has been on a stable update for a year and a half. No, not even a year and a half. It's been in a stable state for about 3 years with a very few bugs that aren't like related to like breaking the game intentionally. So there's that. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then, see, this is a better version of a fairing, because I can just, boom. I did it. I guess realistically, you'd have, like, a solar panels or something. Let's go non-retractable. Actually, those are very tiny. Should we do... Oh, Gigantors are like... These are like the new, oh yeah, stock one, because I'm using 3. I really wanted to use these, okay? It's not my fault. These are small, alright? Okay. Do we have radiators? I haven't actually, no, we don't, which is weird, because I could swear on the homepage, hang on, I can bring up my thing here. There's like, you know what, I can just pull my, image editor that I made today's thumbnail up in, and it has this, and, like, this looks like a radiator. Wait a minute. No, that's not a radiator, is it? Oh, I just realized what this is. Oh, guys. Okay. I know exactly what, hang on, I know exactly what this is. I just did that, one moment. There. That should fix that. Why is this in full screen mode? I don't know. That's not that's KSP1. There's KSP2. Alright, I fixed it. I know exactly what the heck they did there. Basically what they did is, they took a panel, and they've just, like, done this, and then they've just done this. not like that, but... Budget space program, actually. I mean, if it works. I would have preferred real ones, but I guess if you need aesthetics, that works as well. Oh dear. Oh, no, we did. Even the developers know they're missing parts right now. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to strut this before. I was just about to start building the rocket, but you know, strut. What the frick was that? What? Chat. There's a few bugs. What the heck is this? The struts are supposed to go parallel. What is this? The joys of... Oh, why can you set flight controls in the... Okay. Yeah, there we... Okay, can I do it, like, individually? Maybe I just want 2, then. Okay, that kind of works. We do that. Okay, that should work. I'm just... That's probably fine for now. This is a command pod, so it's definitely tried... No, it didn't auto-put Kerbals in this time. Oh, it did. No, you don't. Wait, put another one in. Stop. 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 Oh, wait, I need to press the arrow. Wait, no? Okay, I'd fix... Okay, there's no Kerbals on here now. Are there other Kerbals in here? Probably, hopefully not. Granted, I don't know how I'd... I guess I'd just build a rocket under this. So, the way, we're gonna slay the Kraken. Well, they did something to the Kraken, because it's changed form and become like Cthulhu instead. I don't think they've, they haven't exterminated it yet. They're kind of in battle and they've like made it angry or something and it's evolved. Okay. Let's slap this thing on top of some form of ascension vehicle. So we put that there. Actually, I should try to figure out if I can actually make a fairing that works. What are my chances that I can actually make a functioning fairing? I'm gonna say 3 out of 10 that I get to launch this properly. That's upside down. No, it's not upside down. It's just not working at all. That's an engine mount. That's not even a fairing. The parts menu is... I would say probably better. Just because it's organized big to small. There are some parts that are just weird. Like, take a... where is it? Where's the 6-way adapter thing? Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Hub. So, it's organized kind of weird. Like, sometimes you'll get parts like this, which are like that. This is the small one. But then you also get this one, which it took me like a year to find, I swear. It should be bigger here. it should be a little bigger here. I've been like... I've been looking for... I was looking for crew once, and it took me 5 minutes to realize it's in the payload. If I could read, it would just say that, but... I mean, it's just the interface, I think. Usually this would be in our utility thing. But this is just like QOL and lights and stuff, so I kept looking there. It's not in there, it's in here. So anyway, fuel. I'm going to deal with this fairing later. So I don't have to deal with it now. I do like that they added a bigger medium tank, though. The part selection is better. And, like a lot of people are saying right now, a lot of the bugs are bugs. This is a first initial release, and it really was never... This isn't even like their dev build. I imagine their dev build is probably way more stable, but this is probably something that they threw together reasonably quickly. Not like overnight, obviously, but they threw it to reasonably quickly. They've just been... They tossed in the features that they were somewhat complete. Yeah. The weird thing is you can, like, take things on... Yeah. So you can take things on a node and then flip them upside down around the node. This is not this one, but like docking ports and radial attached things. You can just like flip them inside the vehicle. for some reason. This might have been something you can do in KSP 1, but I don't remember this. If I click here, I can't get it out. Yes, and struts. Strut snapping is great. Struts being upside down when you're trying to place them is less great. Yeah, true. I don't think they said it. They slated it in early access. Well, they didn't. They said they're going to. So hopefully they do that, because that would be great. I mean, they haven't fixed rocket wobble, so depending on your definition of Kraken, you might not actually be able to slay the Kraken. I want to use the new engine. Not for any particular reason, but I think it looks cool, so I'm going to use the new engine. That gives us... Wow, okay, I don't need this new engine, like... Or at least I don't need that fuel tank, then, if I'm going to use this engine. This is really a landing engine, honestly, but it has lower thrust than the Rhino, so... I figure it's probably good to use in an upper stage. What does that give us? 2,000? Wow. This thing is overpowered. Not the engine, but just my rocket. First upgrade is going to be auto strut and optimization. Yes, good. Do want. Yeah, we have Cthulhu now. He's less benevolent than the Kraken. The Kraken, he just kind of shook your rocket around until it exploded. Cthulhu, you spawn in the rocket and it explodes. You don't even have to fly the thing and it'll still blow up. This gives us 1,005... 1,000... Wow, I can't read. 1,600. That's probably better. Large... I'm going to have to strut through that, but that's fine. But I'm going to put 3 of these down. One thing, so they add things like, wait, no, they didn't add a new one of these, did they? This is the jumbo one. Wait, did they add a bigger one? Wait, am I just like going crazy? No, wait. No, they didn't add a new one. They had, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, so a lot of people are saying, like, why aren't there making history parts? That's the making history part. And, like, robotics are notoriously Kraken-y. So, I mean, I could see why they'd probably want to optimize that before release. Wow, these struts are broken. 4 struts. 4 more struts. And they place upside down for some reason. Why? Why do they keep placing upside down? They're like upside down when I'm placing them. Why? Alright. Let's see. Big engine. I wonder if they'll add retextures to some of these engines. Because, like, the Poodle is... It had the bigger, like, nozzle, like, skipper style nozzle. And like this one, I like this. It looks very... I think they were definitely going for like an F1 kind of vibe for this. But I also kind of do like the quad KS25 version as well. Although I suppose if you really wanted it, you could just add 4 of these for the vector engines. Are they doing DLCs? I would hope not quickly. If they'd add... The problem with adding DLCs to a game like Kerbal Space Program is that mods exist. The first... Even, like, the first one is, like... Robotics. You had Infernal Robotics before. It added a science... Wow, that was not how that worked. It added the ground science mechanic. And I assumed they were probably more stable robotics than Infernal Robotics, but there was still Infernal Robotics, and I think it was updated while KSP 1 was having, like, Breaking Ground exist. It works. Oh, it actually, like, spawned in the ridge this time. That's nice. It didn't do that before. This should be plenty of delta V to get into orbit, right? That's 1600, which means that this stage is probably overpowered. Let me just 4,000? Yeah, that's probably better, honestly. Actually, you know what I should do? I don't know if they've had their first update yet. I don't think they've had their first update yet. Maybe I don't know. I'd have to check the Steam page, and I don't have Steam open right now. Grr. Okay. You know what I should do? I bulk out this interstage with like RCS, because I want to be docking and stuff like with RCS, like you're supposed to, because that's how docking works. And here I am. I just don't have any of that. So we'll put like that, I guess. It's probably fine. Fairing enabled. And I broke it. Wow, okay, that just deleted the fairing. Okay, that's nice. I imagine the parts that we're going to be launching aren't going to be very much bigger than this. I suppose if I add truss sections, then we'd need a different form of transportation for those, because those are just really, really, really long. I don't know if I'm going to add those, though. I saw a picture I'm kind of basing the design off of, but, I mean, I hope if I figure this out that I'd be building most of it today. Unless we can't, but, you know. They did have a day 1 patch. What did they patch? Because I was there day 1, and then I was also there day 2, and day 2 seemed pretty similar to day 1. Yeah, a lot of people were saying, on the graphics part, what, it looks so bad. It's like KSP 1 with like all the mods. It's like, bruh. It's like, guys, 1, early access. 2, this is not modded. Have you seen Kerbal Space Program 1 without mods? Are you sure? Anyway, are we good? I need to add launch clamps. But other than that, this is gonna like start 3 miles in the air, I realize, and I don't care. Because this is Kerbal Space Program, dang it. It gives me 5 meters per second of extra delta V. I should try even less than that. No Kerbals in here? Good. I want to transport them up in, like, something cool. Instead of, like, leaving them up here. These go. That's not how that works. That goes. Then this goes. Now we break. Launch the Labradoodle. Break that. And then RCS. I forgot RCS. It's not actually necessary for this launch, but I assume I would be taking this on multiple launches. So RCS propellers are. RCS propellers? Wow. Yes, these are propellers, guys. Propellers. I can put RCS on here. If it's black, they'll never know. Alright, now painting. If I paint things, what happens? It's white now. If I accent it, looks like that. I don't know. I like this. It matches. It's also my entire channel, but you know. Stock KSP 1 looks pretty good with max graphics if you've always played with lowest settings. Celestial bodies without atmosphere. Is that in the original game or in KSP 2? Because, yeah, one thing I will say is the ground in KSP 2, I'm not entirely sold on. Well, I mean, no, not the ground, sorry, not the ground texture itself, because well, granted, I'm also comparing to mods, so, you know. This one, KSP 1, I mean, they updated it, But Parallax updated it more. Like, a lot more. So, it's kind of put everything else into, like, you thought you were good at this. Nope. Parallax. It just made everything else obsolete by just existing. Why won't this connect? Seriously, struts. The new struts, they're great, but like, connect, please. What is it even? What is this? I'm so confused. Why is it connecting to the other side? What? How is that even? How does that even code much? Okay. 2. I'll just do 2 then. Fine. It doesn't break when I do it with 2. As it doesn't usually. That's also assuming that the strut's not upside down. The game usually yells at me when it's upside down. Alright, I think it should work now. Maybe. Make sure it didn't put a Kerbal in. And then launch. It's gonna be like so high in the air. It's just, bruh. Oh, it's nighttime. Nice. Up. Wait, what? That's not even the launch pad. You know what? How do I have 0 fuel? What? How does that even... What? How do I have no fuel? Okay. There's some... What did I forgot a control module. Like an idiot, didn't I? Good job, self. I should probably add one of those. That's, I managed to get the control part, but not the command part of command and control. Let's just drag that off. Go over to here. How did that even... Okay. I'm not even gonna ask. That's just normal now. That happens. Where are you even attaching to? What the heck is this? That's attaching to something. That's not just being there. That's literally attaching itself to something. And I don't know what it is. Alright, that should be command. If we had batteries around it, that'll be our... That'll make it command harder. And then this is not even where batteries are. Man, I'm used to looking in utility. These aren't even in utility. What am I doing? I'm throwing. Monopropellant. This doesn't load all this once as well. This should load all at once. Maybe it's just a quirk thing, but I think that should load all at once. Not like in stages. Put extra monopropellant in here. So we gotta make sure that it's fine. Wow, it breaks the fairing every single time. Thanks. How did you even... There's nothing even in there. Oh wait, no, it was actually colliding with that. Alright, fine. You win this time. What? Okay. Don't right-click on anything, because it's hypersensitive to literally every single mouse click. That's another thing. So the way you maneuver around here is pretty much solely with middle click now. It's different. I going up and down. Well, it's weird because in some ways it is better. But on the other hand, shift scroll wheel is pretty intuitive. I think the control scheme is oriented heavily towards controllers. So they're going for like a proper port to console when it comes out. So I think that's what's happening there. I think. Can I, I'll get that later. You know, just for good measure, I think I'm gonna add one more fuel tank. Not a big one, but you know, just for insurance purposes. And then everything this thing feels like there's a button for it. Yep. It's, if you're on a controller, that's great. If you're on a keyboard and you have a mouse and your controller doesn't move like this around the screen at all times, then you can just like move your mouse around the screen. It's like bah, bah, bah. You can like click things in different parts of the screen in like half a second. It's like, why do I have to feel like I'm playing on a controller when I'm playing on a mouse? Please. Yeah, this is an interesting way of doing the parts. I do wish I could just right click on the parts and have the parts show up, at least. Like what is the fairing called? I don't know. Is this it? Oh, there it is. Clamshell. And then it should work. There's fuel in here, right? Yes. I don't know what that weird bug was before. This is going to be... What do we name the station? Have I seen the flower bug? Yep! It's like Minecraft. But they copy-pasted the flower texture in a grid. What should we name the station? This is the... We're in the same workspace, right? We're not in the same workspace. The crap. Should be this workspace. Save. Right now it's just Kerbin Space Station. I have zero creativity. Let's just launch it. It's gonna be Space Station. I forgot to change. You know what? Why is there a Kerbal? The one time I don't check for the Kerbal, it's like, hey, you want a Kerbal? Sure, okay. Have a Kerbal. It's like, no, I don't want this. Why? The original one did that too, but it did it once. I didn't have to check every single time I placed down a part. Like, bruh. Be gone. And let me actually set it to the launch pad. What the heck is on launch pad 1? Okay, we're going to launch. You know what? Let's go to launch pad 4. Why? I don't know. Actually, you know what I will do? Before we do this is go over to here, and then go to here, and then solar panel. Oh, that's in mirror mode. I'm like, what? Did it just like place it on 3 sides? No, it didn't. It just placed it on 2 sides. Here we go. This is still gonna be about doing that. Wow. Thanks, launch tower. Thanks. So this is such a helpful launch tower right there. Hang on, let me make it daytime so I can actually see. Why do I still have no fuel? Why can't I time warp either? Is everything wobbling right now? Why can't I time warp? Huh? One, I can't time warp. Can I just start the engine? Oh, I can't actually start the engine. Okay. We're good. I can't make it daytime for some reason, so we're just gonna go up. Go back another arrow. That's pause. It's like saying you can't. Usually when you're paused, it's like, fine, you can time warp to whatever, but I don't know, right now it's being weird. There we go. Thanks, docking controls. Nearly borked another mission. I spent about 5 years, I swear, trying to figure out why my flight controls weren't working. Guess what? Docking mode. I want to see if that actually helps, because if it doesn't actually help me with docking, I'm going to be like, well, why did you... Am I flipping? I feel like I'm flipping over right now. I'm totally flipping over right now. Here's the thing about the atmosphere, is they changed the atmosphere. So, it's way, it's thicker near, I think it's thicker than the KSP 1 atmosphere, but it's like more, but it's more towards the bottom, so it's kind of like Duna. Now you actually have to like go up, like, I think 2 kilometers before you actually start, at least that's what worked for me. Is like go up like 2 kilometers before you actually start pitching over, which is like, all right, fine, sure, whatever. I'm gonna go to the KSC and it's gonna work this time. Observe as it is suddenly daytime and then I can actually see the ground. Wow. Amazing. All right. Launch numero, the first one. I can't tell if it's just reaction wheels or if it's... Wow! Why are we on the runway? Why is Jeb back? Yeah, I'm writing down all the names. I'm gonna, like, You know what? What if I just did, like, a poll after the stream? Just people in chat just start spitting out names, and then I pick like 4 good ones, and then just throw them in a poll and see what happens. Because, you know, audience interaction. Haha. Should pin a comment for that. And also launch from the launch pad. And Jeb, stop sneaking onto the rocket. No stowaways allowed. No, we want to be at launch pad 3. Why? Because launch pad 3. I'm just typing at Mach 7 right now. Alright. Wow. Can I pin that comment now? Pin. Wow, I'm such a good streamer. I pinned a comment. This is the most basic of features. Here, let's sit through the countdown. Cause you know. Oh, I pulled up the Arrow GUI. Alright, radial out. You see, by launching about 100 meters in the air, we are able to more efficiently exit the atmosphere by there being 0.002% less atmosphere between us and space. It's canon now. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, so I'm gonna go up. So also, this should, over here. Why do we put a decimal there? And then not use the decimal? Okay. Why did we not use that decimal place? Come on. Come on, use the decimal. That's why it's there. Or did I already mess it up? No. Bro, I pressed the D key for 2 seconds. Oh, that's probably not great. Nah. No, it didn't work at all. Wow. That went well. So, okay. New plan. We go up, and then I just tap the D key once, and then point prograde. And then maybe that'll work. I don't know. It has a higher TWR than the other rocket. What? It's broken. It's broken. What is happening? Oh, what on earth is this? I don't know why it's not pointing anti-normal right now, but that's a very not okay fairing. What the heck is happening? SAS, you okay? Oh no, it's not. I didn't even touch the keyboard. Alright, take 7. Just take 3, but take 7. Maybe I should just add some side boosters just for control. I tried that before and it actually worked. I don't know why it worked, but it did. So I guess you can't complain. Appreciate the shout out. Let's see, is it still broken? Oh, it's fixed now. Wow. I'm gonna quick save. For some, I don't know why I need to quick save that. That's radial out. You know what I wonder? I wonder if it's a control point thing. Here, if I, because right now I assume we're being controlled from the top, but that's wiggly and, you know, wobbly. So if I instead control from here? No, here. Control from here instead. I wonder if that'll be more stable. Because I don't know. Can we not go southeast and instead, I mean southwest and no, northwest. Wow, I can't read at all. Dude, okay, I'm adding side boosters then. Because does this thing just not have gimbal? Is that what it is? Or is like something actually changed in like the aerodynamics model? Because like I pitched over 2 degrees and it flips over. If I just add like 3 swivels, maybe. 3 swivels? That's not how rockets work. 4 swivels. Can't just add 3 boosters. This is Kerbal's space program. You gotta add at least 3. So add a little bit of fuel, but it'll also add gimbal capabilities that apparently I don't have for some reason. So, there. Maybe it'll work. I don't know if it'll work, but maybe it'll work. I guess I could also try adding those Werner engines, but like, I'm not even gonna stage this. More boosters! Exactly. I right-click one part, and the parts manager is like, I'm taking all your CPU cycles. Dibs. And you're just like, no, wait, I just wanted to I didn't even mean to right-click on that. And it's just like, nope, activate it anyway. You get 0 CPU cycles for rendering. Alright, those aren't attached, so it should be fine. I added a little bit more Delta V that I don't need. This thing can probably get to Duna now. And it's going to, orbit. Why you jump back? You know, no, I don't want Jeb on here. Because then if Jeb's on the space station, who's gonna fly people up to the space station? Like, come on. Hello. We are failing to launch a rocket right now. Here's a list of every single part of the ship. Hope it helps! Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so I want this specific engine. Well, now you get all the specific engines. I see why this is useful on controllers, okay? Because it's all right here. You can just scroll through it and say, like, and it does highlight the part, alright? But on PC, I want to just be able to right-click. Like, have the parts manager. You can have the parts manager here. But it doesn't have to be the only way to do things. You can have multiple control schemes. What's the space station going to be called? We are going to do a poll after the stream for the space station name. So if you have a cool name you want a space station to be called, you can suggest it here, or you can suggest it after the stream in the comment section. I'd ask you to do it in the comment section now, but the comment section is just chat right now, because the comment section doesn't exist when you're live. That made no sense. I don't know why I said it like that, but I did. Deal with it. Hey, Jeb, don't magic yourself into the cockpit for the 12th time. Please, I beg. I want no crew. No crew allowed. We going up. Let's see, how's gimbal? There's gimbal. Good. Get this game on Xbox. I don't know if it's on Xbox yet, or are you just saying when it comes out on Xbox? I don't even know if it would. I don't know if the game right now would even run on an Xbox. It barely runs on my computer, and I have an RX 6800, so like. Oh, first KSP. Okay. Definitely got sound design in this game right though. I still haven't figured out if the different planets have different themes. I think they do, but I haven't actually like gone to more than one planet in a row, so it could just be me not going to the say it could just be, oh yeah, I went to Duna twice and it played the same song. Clearly the planets must have different songs, but they might actually just have like orbit music, landing music, landed music, ascent music, that kind of thing. Which is fine. Even if it is the same track over and over again, there is variety in landscape there. So, there's that. We're doing, I think, better on this ascent. So I think those extra engines did help, which is good. I figure a 2 kilometer orbit. Not 2. Wow. Yes, we're gonna go to 2 kilometers. We're gonna orbit right here. I figure a 200 kilometer orbit is probably what I'd aim for this. Am I flipping backwards because I like looked away from the screen? I am. Yes, let us watch me flip over in Ultra HD. This is not Ultra HD, this is QHD. And for you, it's FHD. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. That makes sense. Wait. Are there? I don't know. I went around the moon, and then I went around basically the moon, but has a ring. And they had this, I think they had the same, like, orbit track. Don't quote me on that, but I think they did. So, yeah, I think if they're the moon and other more different moon in orbit of the sun, would have the same track because they're very similar. Also, another thing they added in this game, axial tilt. I don't think Kerbin has it. What the frick is this? Default name -11. Ah, yes, of course. My favorite default name -11. I remember that one. They added axial tilt. Like if you go out to basically the moon but worse, but also has a ring. It has like a axial tilt of like 30 degrees or something. It's pretty cool. Having an ion craft with detachable probe landers and go to all the planets. Yes, you can actually do that and not want to die by the end of it now, can't you? Because you can time warp like crazy amounts. Moon and Potato have the same tracks. Yes, so the moon is the Mun. Moho is Potato. Dress is other moon with a ring. It's basically the Mun, but different. So I plan to just never call it Drez, because then you can never visit Drez if you never call it Drez. How to visit Drez without visiting Drez. Call it the moon. I don't know what Drez is. I only know about the vague Mun-like object in orbit of the sun. It might actually just be an asteroid. We haven't really figured that out. I did actually go there. It's pretty cool. Made a video. I expect it to release on Wednesday, but I have a horrible upload schedule that I say, like the series I did before KSP 2 launches, it was going to be a daily, I was going to upload something daily, and I prepared 10 episodes, and then recorded 10 episodes, and then ran out of plan, because I only planned for 10 episodes. I had a full month of this idea, and I planned like 10 in like a week, and then I just stopped. I was like, surely I've done enough, right? Surely there's nothing else. I'm flipping again. I quick saved though. Haha. I don't have to go all the way back to the ground. I can go like 500 meters off the ground. I can't wait until the frame rate doubles. Because then, wait, yes, doubles. Because then I will get 24 FPS on launch, which is cinematic, right? That's like movie. And then in space, instead of getting 30, I get 60. Or at least 45. Because at 45, my monitor's adaptive refresh rate kicks in. And then it doesn't matter what it is, because it's a... the payload in there is swinging around, and it's messing with the prograde. The rocket's not actually oscillating. The payload is, and that's annoying. Observe as the payload rocks side to side for no reason at all. Despite it literally being strutted. Auto strut, please. I can't strut to the rocket through the fairing. So It'd honestly probably be more stable to launch this without a fairing, but then I'd also need twice as much rocket, because I'm pretty sure they haven't figured out drag. I'm pretty sure Strats and Blitz figured out how to get negative drag already as well, so there's that. You like put a docking port on upside down and it like made the craft go faster. I was watching that stream. I didn't watch through the end of it because I had to go like eat food halfway through it, but when I left, he was like discovering cheat technology already, and this was like day 2. Why, it's literally clipping through the fairing. What is this? What is this? Actually cringe. It killed me. It killed me. Hello and welcome. See, the point of this stream has been to launch a rocket, and so far it was supposed to be docking, and all I've managed to do is fail to launch the thing into the orbit to get to the docking. Control from here. That should probably be more stable. because it's controlling from a more solid access point. Access point? Sure. We'll go with that. F5. We're gonna flip immediately, and I'm gonna be soft locked, and it's gonna be terrible. Once I get to 10 kilometers, I want to be pitched over at about 50 degrees, and then I should be able to just point prograde, and then hope for the best. I'm gonna try point and prograde here and just see if it naturally tips over at a reasonable rate. It's either going to, or it's gonna flip over and die. Or it's not gonna turn over as well. That could also happen. Please turn over at, like, more speedy. Actually, maybe if I just, like, maybe this is actually better. I don't know. We really have not figured out how to launch rockets in this game yet. I'm pretty sure the 2.5 meter parts are actually more stable for launching things. Which is weird, because it was kind of the opposite in KSP 1, where, like half of my 2.5 meter rockets would flip over after, like, launching them for 2 seconds, and then I'd have to, like, add fins or something onto them. And, like, you build something with the 3.75 meter parts, and it's just like, wow, I couldn't get this thing to flip over if I tried. And now it's just like, oh yeah, I don't even have to try and it flips over. Oh god, why did it go that way? No, can I save it? Please? Maybe? No, I lost it. Ah! I also need to tip over quicker. Rocket Science suddenly got harder. And all it took was a sequel. We need Rocket Science the second. And then it got harder. Alright, let's start tipping over here. And hopefully it'll work. Hello, welcome. We are trying to launch a rocket. And then space station. But first we have to get the rocket up there. Alright. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. And name suggestions. That was also helpful. Bye. Alright. I might add fins next if I can't get this thing past 10 kilometers. That's always a good sign when it won't even go. I think we're turning over fine now. I think. I might actually deal with a little bit of inclination and just try not to correct for it right now then. Because I want to be at about 60, 55 degrees pitched over when I get to 10. That's, I think the general rule of thumb in the first game was 10 kilometers by 45. But I don't think that applies here because they changed the atmosphere to be a little thicker. So, or not necessarily, but towards the ground it gets a lot thicker. So I think you want to be burning up even more. Wow, thanks, parts manager. I don't care. Haha. Alright, let's start. Okay, we just passed 10 kilometers, so I want to see if I can pull the prograde over and not flip over in the process. I flipped over in the process. Wow. Every time. Every single time. I might just add fins at this point. That usually helps. Usually helps. I don't... Sometimes. I like how this is the only quick save scene that you get. It's just that one where Jeb is screaming at the controls, and that's it. You don't get another one. It's just that one. Once we get faster as well, it should be more stable. Point prograde. The thing is, you'd think that all your skills, they'd tip over, All my skills, they tip over and fall onto the floor, and then I have to go find them. Yes. I don't know. You'd think your skills from launching rockets in KSP 1 would transfer pretty easily over to KSP 2, but in reality, there's enough things different between the two of them. You know what I should try? Maybe I'll just try, like, throttling down. So I, like, raise my apoapsis slower. And then that way I just follow prograde and, like, accelerate when I need to. Maybe I'll try that. Because I don't have mech jeb. In my last year, when I was playing KSP 1, I adopted the tactic of using Smart Assist for, like, all the launches and spaceplane stuff. And it was... Suddenly, all of my launches went a lot better. And I guess that's just muscle memory. I don't have it anymore in the first place. So, alright, we'll pitch up, or pitch up. No, throttle up. I can't speak, apparently. We'll throttle up now that we're actually, like, pitched over at a good spot, I guess. This is actually working better than I actually thought it might, so that's good. Got the engine plumes. Yeah. Last time I tried to deploy a fairing, it didn't go very well. So hopefully it doesn't break. Alright, so we should be exiting the thickest parts of the atmosphere now. I think this indicator here indicates, I think what it's basically saying is once you get above 20 kilometers, really, is the time you really want to be going as far sideways as possible. Because when you want to go to space, you go up. But if you want to stay in space, you got to go sideways. A lot sideways, like... Hence gravity turn. So we're approaching 20 kilometers now. We're about, what, 30 degrees now? Yeah, that's probably good. I don't know if it applies in this game, but in the original game, it was definitely a thing. Because I started trying it and I was getting a lot more delta V, where the earlier you pitched over, the more efficient your ascent generally was. So I started just, like, giving all my Kerbals a good toasting during launch, and that actually worked for some reason. So, thank you, technical KSP community. Very cool. 1,800. I think I pitched down. Throttle down again here and wait for us to pitch over a little bit more. I can't believe this worked better than, like, just flying the thing. Wow. Just throttle control. I wasn't able to... We're a little bit off center, but we have enough delta V that we can correct for that on subsequent launches. So it should be fine. Should be fine. Alright, 25 degrees. Let's get ourselves into an orbit now. Or at least an apoapsis that's above the atmosphere. Wow, we have no trajectory. That's fun. Well, I'm not sure what you do about that. This is a bug I've been having, where it just doesn't show your trajectory at all. Like, there's just no trajectory in map view. It happens after you quick save, which I've been doing a lot of. So, yeah. I'd like to revert. You know what I could do? I could just F5. Can I revert? Oh, I can revert. Here, so I'll F5 here, and I'll just launch again. And if I fail to launch again, then we just go. Yeah. I figured it'd be something like that. Because I also discovered the fun thing. I don't know if anyone else has, but we're dealing with the landed states again. And the weird things that you remember from landed states in KSP 1. They also happen in KSP too. So, for example, say I was like in a landed state right now. I'm not, but say I was like floating here or like falling. If I cut my velocity to 0, because I'm in a landing state, the landed state, the game thinks that I must be on the ground. So if you end up with the landed state bug and you cut your velocity to 0, literally anywhere, you will just, and you like activate time warp after that, you will just float there. Like literally you will just float there. It is hilarious. I did it before. I think I have a clip of it. I'll probably upload it as a short because it is hilarious. But yeah, that was an interesting thing that I figured out that you could do. It just make things fly without engine power. So that's a thing. Anyway, for those of you here, or for those of you watching after the stream, because I understand that YouTube suggests the stream after it's been live, which is kind of weird, because you'd think that streaming live would attract people live, but nope, it attracts people after a lot more than before, so that's a thing. Anyway, we're currently hosting a poll for the name of the space station. That's assuming I actually get the space station into, like, some form of orbit. Because right now I'm having trouble just getting it. But assuming that it gets into orbit, then we'll have a poll for the names. So make sure you guys suggest some names. I'll pick like 4 good ones and then put it up on a poll in the community tab, and then you guys can pick the best one. Because I'm bad at picking things, but if I can just make other people do it for me. got big brain right there. Just make other people do things for you, and then you have less work to do. Alright, we're gonna do the prograde strat again. Where if I think I'm not pitching over fast enough, then I just throttle down and wait for it to pitch over, and then throttle back up when I need to. I'm gonna cut it to 50 here. It's not as efficient as going up just regularly. It's not, because of aerodynamics being a thing, but it's a way more consistent way of getting to orbit, and I'd rather carry more fuel than attempt to do a mission efficiently for like 8 times as long. So, yeah. That's fun. Also, I personally find it incredibly enjoyable that the music is linked to your throttle here. It's great. Sound design in this, it's great. Alright, we're gonna throttle up a lot now because I've pitched over quite a bit now. We're also being controlled by the swinging payload in there, which is currently rocking around. And I should be, wait, I can just pick it from here? Oh. Parts manager! Haha! Control from here. Up. Well, that helped. I didn't do it quick enough. I'm gonna revert again, and then try again. And this time, I'm gonna start with it doing that, because that oscillation is annoying. Auto strut, please. Or make struts actually, like, strut them together. The issue I'm having is that this is one solid thing, and this is one solid thing, because I strutted everything, but you can't link the 2 solid things together, because there's a fairing in the way. So, yeah. Fairings need to have, like, perfect attachment points or something. Yeah, let's this one. Parts manager! I summon thee! Thank you for responding to my summon. By, becoming, here. Observe as I summon the parts manager. You were... Okay, I missed. I'm eternally shamed. Whatever. And now we just have the default music, I think. Since I didn't go through the countdown, but whatever, it's fine. We're learning. This is a learning experience. That's what it is. Why am I launching this way? No. You're launching east, not south. East is not south. South is south. You fool. South is this way, not that way. I might have to revert this because I don't know if I can pull it this early. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that landed bug is very annoying. It's especially annoying when you have something that's supposed to be in orbit and then you detach something that's not supposed to be in orbit, and then that thing lands, and then you have to go back to the other thing that's in orbit, but then that thing thinks it's landed. Like, what are you gonna do? Land the thing that's in orbit? No. I found that it usually happens when you quick save, which is especially annoying because that's a thing you do in Kerbal Space Program a lot when things go wrong is revert to quick save, and that breaks things now. On the other hand, we can make things float with it, so, you know, there's that. Bugs, they're here. We have to work around them for now. Alright. I can actually time warp a little bit here. Now, granted, the game runs slower when time warping, but you can time warp while burning and doing your ascent. So I'm pretty sure the game runs just as quickly when you're not time warping as it does when you do time warp, especially when you're launching it out of the atmosphere. So that's a thing. It over. We got this. I'm feeling it. This is gonna be it. Assuming we have actual trajectory right now, which we do. We do. Wait. I'm suddenly not feeling this one. Why did it flip? It's pointing. It's literally pointing prograde. How? SAS, you failed me. Why? How am I supposed to launch? And ideally, I do like this multiple times, because that's how docking works. I did this so I could do docking for 3 hours, not so I could. What is your preferred mac and cheese shape? What? You know what? Sure. We're gonna go with pyramid. Not triangle. We're gonna go with pyramid. I'm sure it's possible. I'm sure it's possible. Alright, attempt, what? It says 4 here, but I think that's just because I've launched the same payload 4 times and not because this is the 4th attempt. So, we shall go with this being the perfect attempt, and nothing will go wrong because this attempt is perfect. Parts manager! Yeah, wait, that's not. Parts manager! I require this. There we go. Control from here. I require your services, parts manager. They're like too many items from Minecraft. I require your services. It actually does feel like I'm playing with, like, just enough items, like, in Minecraft when I load that thing up. It's crazy how much space it takes up. But, you know, at least in Minecraft, it only shows up when you actually need it. This one, you just want to know how much fuel this stage has, and that's not even in the parts manager. You have to, like, check a completely different window for that. And the parts manager is probably going to pop up during that. So, you know, there's that. Why am I going so far to the north? Can I go east? Please? I wish to go east and launch to the east. It might just be frame rate as well. That's hampering my ability to, like, launch a rocket. Because... Am I flipping again? Please no. Can I save this? I might have just flipped. Did I flip? I flipped. Okay. Revert to VAB. We're gonna add some of them fins, and it's gonna be great. Because when you add fins, then the aerodynamics happens as well. So here's this. And then we want control surfaces. That definitely clips that, which is annoying. You know what? That works. Surprisingly. Well, I mean, I assume it works. I haven't actually tested it, but it looks like it'll work. Add fins, everything breaks. Yeah, well, it worked last time. So I'm sure nothing will go wrong this time. Nothing. Nothing will go wrong. Jeb, you better not be in the cockpit. Oh my god! You launch Jeb on a separate mission. He's a pilot, not a commander. He is Thrill Master Extraordinaire. You do not fly on the rocket. You fly as the rocket. This is not the rocket. He's just too excited. He wants to stow away on the space station module. It's like, bruh. Alright. Take 87 3/4. Was there just no countdown there? Did I break the countdown? I feel like that was supposed to be a countdown. Alright. Launch. Arts Manager! Yeah. Why is it upside down? What? How is it even upside down? What? Okay, that's interesting. Let's not do that then. Why is it upside down now? Huh? Oh yes, the fin trails. That's right. Those are fun. You get up into the upper atmosphere and they don't work at all. They'll go sideways if they get the chance to. Oh, you thought your rocket was point and prograde? Well, the fin trails say that you're actually falling down into the atmosphere at like Mach 7. So make of that what you will. We don't think that you're actually falling down, but you might be. So yeah. Wait, did I control from that docking port? Oh shoot. I did a thing. Oh no. Oh, I've broken something. How were you even... How is this not solid? The fairing needs to be solid. Or like everything inside the fairing needs to be locked to the physics of the fairing. Or maybe that's a solution. Okay, those contrails are actually working properly this time. Let's not do that. Okay. There was an attempt. There was an attempt. I just pressed, I tried controlling, I think I clicked on the docking port before. Let's see, this should be what I want to click on. Because the docking port is actually upside down. There we go. There is an upside down docking port in there. Alright. Let us go up. I like how it fades out in and out. Oh! You can hear the supersonic engine crackle when you're back here. They haven't simulated being in front of or behind it, but they've simulated distance, which is nice. I like that. Oh god. I'm gonna fly off these contrails right here because that actually seems to work. That prograde marker is not accurate because the prograde marker is currently swinging around like crazy. Parts manager. Oh jeez. Stop oscillating. Cease. I just want you to point prograde and nothing else. Can you do that? Please, I beg. Wait. Oh God! No 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 no. We're good. Probably. I don't know. Maybe we're crashing. Maybe this is all just an illusion. No, it's not. Alright. We are actually pitching over at a good rate. We're just very wobbly on our ascent to get there. So can I stabilize? Is it still swinging around? Yeah, it is. Alright, I'm just not going to deal with that inclination then. This should be fine as an ascent profile. I think we'll reach 10 by the time we get... Why does it have to say that this is the nav ball? I feel like I would know that because it's where I'm navigating from and it's a ball, but okay, sure, nav ball. How is it failing to point prograde like consistently? What the heck? Now we're going in circles! I did not sign up for this. Are we flipping? We just flipped. Ah! Can I save it somehow, maybe? Let's see. Will it recover itself? No. It won't. Oh god. That's a lot of unpause. We made it to 15,000 that time. That's not even a record. Building a space station is difficult work. Not because computers don't exist, but because the computers aren't able to guide something that wiggles around when it makes a minute change in trajectory. Can we go just up? For at least a little bit, then. and then we'll like pitch over later. Arch manager! Build a structure of structural parts around the fairing and strut the payload to it and add bigger fins. The problem with bigger fins is that then it looks ridiculous. Then again, this is Kerbal Space Program, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. The structure of structural parts. That would also look very, very broken. It would be hilarious, and it would probably also work. So maybe we'll actually try that. Alright. Prograde. We tilt slightly sideways. Can I like turn down graphic settings and then maybe if I turn it to low, apply. I have no idea if that'll help. No, it just makes the game look worse. Okay, well, maybe it helped physics somehow. Maybe. Maybe it's possible. I want to believe. Alright. I feel like the engines have less gimbal range now. Why is it wobbling? How is it wobbling? Is this... It's just on that. I wonder... If I revert to the VAB... I'm gonna add bigger fins. Specifically control surfaces, because those are the ones that actually, like, will move a rocket like this. You could probably do it with just regular ones, but the, like, the control surfaces completely actuate instead of, like, the other ones. So we'll add that. And then that's an engine. That's a wing. Control surface, medium. Big fin. Yes, you better not do anything cringe this time. And I'm gonna try to strut through the fairing, because that won't break anything ever, right? So if we do that, and then we just... First of all, we need to connect to these physics. Like that. And then if we just, like... strut through the fairing? Maybe it'll work. I don't know. This game does a lot of weird things. This could work. If this works, this is how I'm doing it forever. Or at least until we get auto strut. Okay, well there's that. I know, Jeb, get out of the cockpit. Yeah, you thought you were sneaky. You thought you were sneaky. You were not. I was sneaky. Haha. Alright. Those struts are actually there, and they're not attached to the fairing, so that might have actually worked. There's supposed to be a countdown right here. I've bugged out the countdown clock. Yup, definitely bugged out the countdown clock. Oh my goodness. That's just great. How have I managed to do that? I broke the sky on my other save. So yeah, it looks like for at least a while now, doing a different save for different missions might be how we do things, at least for a while. Is that more stable? I cannot tell. Maybe it is. I mean, it didn't swing completely wildly when I did that. I did like a wiggle intentionally, and it didn't immediately break. So maybe that worked. Also, those fins are fins. They're there. I'm not sure what else to say about them. They're fins, and they're doing aerodynamic things. Okay. Ideally, I would only have to do this. Well, I mean, I hope this one works. Well, I've hoped all the other ones work, but we all know how that went. It didn't. Da, da, da. I really feel like we're fighting the atmosphere when we're this low. Honestly. Look how slowly we're gaining speed right here. And it's not like this rocket's underpowered, because, I mean, it might be, but it just really feels like I'm fighting the atmosphere right now. Honestly. I'm waiting for these to break. They usually break at around, I want to say 20 kilometers. Alright, 5,000 meters. 5,500 meters. Yeah, I wish this decimal point actually was a decimal point that worked as a decimal point, because then I would know how actually fast we're gaining speed, instead of there just being an update to this every like second. I don't know, it's weird. The number is clearly rounded to the nearest whole number, but there's a decimal point after it for some reason, so yeah, reasons. This gravity turn is actually going great. And that's completely accidental, I can guarantee. I think that worked. I think that just strutting through the fairing actually worked. So, thank you for that suggestion. I hate that works. And when I blow the fairing off, then, it might still explode for no reason, but I guess we'll find out. Okay. 50 degrees downrange. Vehicle is following nominal trajectory. Contrails just end. Oh, it's begun. The breaking of the contrails. Saw them like flash there for a second. They've started jumping around. Oh no. I feel like this might actually be it. We might actually get to orbit. I know, right? What? Getting into orbit? You can do that in this game? Yeah, just don't stay in too low of an orbit. Oh, God, there. Nope. What? Contrails? You still there? No? Alright. Yeah, just don't go into too low of an orbit. Because then it doesn't work at all, and the game breaks and kills your craft for some reason. That's an annoying bug I've had to deal with. Do I have a trajectory? Yes, I do have a trajectory. Thank you. I'm going to wait till I tip over a bit more, because we do have a pretty high apoapsis right now. I do want to keep those engines running while I time warp this. Yes, that is the actual frame rate, in case you thought your stream was lagging. It is not. It is not, fair viewer. No, that is just the frame rate. Is there anything I can do about it? I don't think so. Alright, we just switched to orbit mode. Good. Very good. Continue onward. 60,000 meter apoapsis. I want to wait till we get to about 20 degrees downrange. With respect to the ground, you got to make sure you get that physics problem there, because it's very different with if it's just 20 degrees with respect to the vertical or the horizontal. In this case, it's the horizontal. Yeah. Wow. Physics time warp. This is not what the heck? I guess it would be physics time warp, huh? First two. Yeah, it goes over to 4x. Maybe that is physics time warp then. You can burn engines at any time warp. But I think that's their physics time warp. Because I was able to, like, drive faster when I was, like, screwing around with rovers earlier as well. Not like I got them anywhere. I was just driving them around KSP. And still managing to flip them over. Because, you know, reasons. We're going to go for a 200-kilometer orbit for this. Because that should be fine. I think it'll be fine. If it's that high. This launch actually went better than anticipated. Apparently, strutting through the fairing is how we're gonna have to do things for at least a little while now. I find that hilarious. Okay, it is faster to do physics time warp, but also the frame rate. I want to see the engine plume, at least trying to do engine plume things. Once we get out of the atmosphere, for some reason, I think that the game right now is trying, it's like simulating aerodynamic effects on the GPU, but it's not rendering them, which is probably because they've disabled them right now. But the reason I'm thinking that is because it's not CPU that's being bound right now. At least I don't think so, unless it's doing atmospheric calculations to the maximum, which I guess is possible. But, wow, I overburned that by a bit. Okay. Stage, and we're just gonna pretend like that's fine. You know what, let's go for a 300-kilometer orbit. What the heck, why not? Also, notice that my frame rate has increased. It doesn't look like it, but trust me, it's better. Alright, here's the Labradoodle. Let's stage this fairing and hope it doesn't blow us up. What? That's not how fairings work. What? Okay. Isn't the fairing supposed to go like that way? And that way? No, it just flies off the top now. Maybe they intend for you to jettison it like in flight. Heh. Funny. Here, let me flip backwards using RCS. Actually, that's probably not a bad, that's probably a bad idea. I wish there was a physics time warp in space because of how slowly the things turn now. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Alright, I'm gonna get our orbit down to 200, 300 kilometers, somewhere around there. Maybe I'll go with like 250. Just because I have to fly this orbit. Also, notice how our altitude and apoapsis is changing right now. I think that is that bug that changes your eccentricity for some reason. despite you not even doing anything. And I think it only happens when you're in low orbit. So hopefully, when I do this, we don't, like, end up dead. Because that'd not be great. I'd rather not die while doing this. Here, let's actually just go for 300. Is that a little high? Maybe. It is a space station. Let's go for like 200. It should be okay. Maybe I'll go for 300 then, because this is actually going to be pretty inefficient. Otherwise, I'm literally burning the other direction. I should be burning like normal. Yeah, it looks stable now. Alright. I can lower it later, but I want, at least initially, for it to be like that. And then I can say we launched the first module, and it only took us an hour and a half. And assuming my trajectory doesn't delete itself again, that would be not great. Frame rate should improve if we get further away. Should. Not that it will, but it should. I don't have confirmation of this. Orbit still seems unstable right now. Because it shouldn't be. We're pretty high above it right now. That's why I went to 300, because I don't know if 200 is even going to be stable. Let us burn once we get here. And then we shall have launched part of the space station. And it only took 12 years. Why are we turning? We have monopropellant. Point towards prograde. Use RCS to do it. Or just don't. For some reason. Okay. Well, monopropellant is broken. For some reason. Oh! I'm in warp right now. I'm big dumb. I do like the monopropellant sounds. Probably turn those up, actually. Audio. Okay, that's, I should be able to hear those engine sounds now. Yes! RCS thruster, go! Wait, did I pass apoapsis? Oh, shoot. I should be paying attention. I'm too busy trying to make it sound cool. Anyways, if any of you would like to suggest a name for this space station that you think would be cool, then write that down in either the chat, or if you're watching after this goes live, then do it in the comment section, and then I'll pick like 4 of them and we'll do a poll. Like tomorrow. I'm thinking like tomorrow, because today is today and not tomorrow. And so then I can get more comments and more name suggestions. And then I get a bigger list. I'm going to pick like 4 or 5 of them. I don't know how many. And then we'll put it in a poll, which you can view on the community tab, and then vote yourself. And it's going to be great. Is orbital velocity, like, lower? Or something? I swear it was like 2,300 meters per second, not 2,000. Let me just make this orbit actually a circle real quick. The Taurus. I like it. Oh, we flipped over. That's nice. I shall put that one. It is still 23. Is that just because I'm in a higher... Maybe it's because I'm in a higher orbit. Because, you know, I'm a... Yeah, I'm thinking it's just lower because I'm further out. Actually, as I did that, I did change the, Yeah, it's probably just because I'm further out then. Ba-da-ba. Why did Discord just show up? Stop, I'm playing video games. Discord is stream sniping me. Not people on Discord. Just Discord itself is stream sniping. Bruh. Alright, let's circularize this thing now. Orbit looks good. Let's get to the other side and need to go to the apoapsis actually. The game is complaining about a lack of stellar exposure. Guess what, game? I don't care. I don't care. It definitely... The system feels less precise. Which is a problem. Because half of my shtick while playing the original is making perfect satellite orbits, which I think I'm going to attempt next. Not in this stream, but like next on the agenda is to make a geostationary array. But I'm a nerd and I want it to be perfect. And all of them have to be equal because then they'll never drift apart and I never have to do maintenance on them. But the system, it feels, well, maybe it's just because it's loading at a lower frame rate, but it feels like it's gonna be less precise, which is weird because you really need precision when doing interstellar travel. That's like a requirement. Alright, there we go. SAS disengaged. Detach. We've done it. Why can I pick that? Wait, I'm not even controlling that. Can I actually do things on other craft that aren't mine? Yo. That's actually nice. Like, that's actually a useful feature. Alright. Let's deorbit this now. And I guess do the next one so I can actually try docking. Yes. We're making progress. It only took us an hour and 50 minutes. And I wanted to do this stream for like 3 hours. Does this have no control? Alright. Bruh. Is it actually like that? Do you literally need an antenna on everything you want to control? Does this not have an antenna in it? Wow. That's depressing. Who did that? Why did they do that? It's not even limited control. It's literally none. Huh. Well, let's go to the tracking station, which is great because you get it takes like 2 seconds to do that. Default name 10 and Kerbal Space Station 4. Let's see if we can get default name 10. What are these debris? Focus. What is that? Okay. Bye? Well, it doesn't deorbit itself. Oh, that's great. Oh, you love to see that. Why are the nodes shaking? That does not inspire confidence. At all. This default name is increasing. Wait, actually, no, that's just altitude. That changed. That's not like, that's like 1,000 meters as well. That's not nothing. Delete default name 10. Yes, thank you. I think this is the main one, because the other one didn't have anything. So, default name 11. How have we landed something over Kerbal? That's not going to question it, and I'm going to stay in 2 times time warp, because maybe that'll help. And we're going to go to the vehicle assembly building and stack our next thing. I assume that this will work. Kerbin Space Station. Load. Oh my god. Kerbin Space Station. Load. I do like the workspace thing. It's weird when you're not used to it, but once you actually like get used to it, it's actually pretty okay. I like it. Alright, we're going to apparently delete that. How have I managed to break everything already? But I've done nothing. What have I done to deserve this? Alright. We're going to launch tiny payload first, I think. Because I want to. You have to launch it upside down. Oh, geez. Otherwise, you can't dock it. And then we'll put this in the rocket. Like that. Did I not save this as, like, at all? As a command module. Let's make sure it has communications this time. Good. Communication. Alright. And I think that's it. Jeb, get out of the cockpit, because I know you're in there. Yeah, you're not even sneaky. You thought you were sneaky, but actually, I didn't save anything, so I have to rebuild half of this rocket. That's fun. And boop. And boop. Swivel. Where is it? What if we put on some vectors just instead? What would happen? Anything bad? Probably not. They're going on upside down. That's... Okay, you know what? Vectors. What the heck? Why not? Vector! There's a meme. I don't remember it. But there's a meme. It's like Gru or something. I don't know. I think it's the oh yeah meme. Magnitude and direction. Oh yeah. Or something like that. Alright, we shall put our trusses in place, and then we will put the struts in place, and then that crane moves. Very cool. We shall put on the other more different struts, and And then put them on as well? Okay. Save. We're going to actually save it this time. Aha. No Jeb. Good. Am I going to lower it this time? No. We're launching from 3 miles in the air and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Why are none of these in symmetry? What the frick? Hello? That's probably a great sign. I suddenly feel very confident in this launch vehicle. Where's the other vector? What? Oh, there. Where is it? Is it here? Ha. Wait, so this is the big engine. There's 3 of them. That's not it. That's not it. That's it. Okay. DSN-N vertical line. Stellies 11. Writing it down. Bro, I need a spreadsheet for all of these now. Bruh. Alright. I don't think I need anything else for this. It's saved. Put all the things on. Yeah, we should be good. At some point, I should probably add a reaction wheel in there. What the... What the frick is this? Can I revert to launch? What the... What? Kerbal Space Program 2, ladies and gentlemen. It is a perfectly balanced game with absolutely no bugs whatsoever. None. Zero. Zilch. Nope, we are still broken. Also, Bill is here now for some reason. What happens if I press go? Oh, we just actually go. Okay. So it's simulating something in the background. Now granted, can I revert to the VAB and then, like, try again? Does the VAB still work? Or did I just bork this save again? I just wanted to press the launch button, man. Oh dear. Oh, that's reassuring. Oh, that's reassuring. It does sound good, but, so there's a couple things wrong with the game right now. I'm not entirely sure what specifically, but, one, this is supposed to be the Kerbal Space Program scene. But, we're also stuck in the VAB and on the loading screen at the same time. What is even happening? Can I quit to make main menu? Don't save that, please. Please don't save that. Oh my goodness, there's no bugs. It's just so stable. When it works, it's great, but it doesn't work sometimes. I think we did get a patch, because it says 1.0.0.20892. Which I would assume would be, like, your revision number. but can't necessarily prove that. Are we gonna load into the save? What? What? I'm pretty sure I'm soft locked. What? It's gonna fix itself, right? It's gonna fix itself, right? 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 I don't know if it's gonna fix itself. Well then. Well, let's... I'm gonna restart the game, actually. 'Cause, I might have borked the save file again. How did I bork the save file? I tried to launch a rocket. It didn't like it. The Kraken didn't know how to destroy it. My rocket was just too perfectly made, and it was like, well, if I can't take down your rocket, I'll take down your entire save file. Will it load this time? What if I load like an earlier save? Does it work then? Does work. Now, granted, I don't know if this means that my craft is still saved. And it does also mean that I have to redo some orbital maneuver. What the frick? What the heck? I just wanted to load my save file. And I can't even do that. How can I recover vessel? Do we have... Please tell me we have a landed glitch. We don't even have landed glitch. What? Why can I recover the vessel from the sky? Guys, it's so stable. There's no bugs. Trust me. Trust me. This is intentional game. This is an intended gameplay mechanic. The seizure generator 9000. It's intended. Trust. I'm sure it's fine. No, it's definitely not fine. Let's at least try and load up this one. I'm pretty sure it's owning everyone. Not only is it owning us, it's also literally owning us. You're just like, oh, that's a nice... Wait, this one actually loaded. Wait, where are we in the, timeline here? Oh, we're actually fine. So... Okay, that's actually fine then. I don't know if my craft is still saved, but I can rebuild it pretty quickly, I think, so... Can I right-click on that, and then do that? Okay. And then... Detach. 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 Okay. Decouple. That's... great. It doesn't decouple. Well, maybe it'll decouple later. I want Kerbal. Shaken, not stirred. Alright, vehicle assembly building. Let's build us a rocket. And then launch that rocket. Let's see, load a save file. Do we want Kerbin Space Station, or do we want Kerbin Space Station? I'm thinking some Kerbin Space Station. What about you? Save file? What? The frick? What does that even mean? This save file requires more resources than available in current VAB. You can still load and work on it. You cannot launch if there are not enough what does... Huh? What does that mean? I'm gonna load it and see what happens. Is it... There isn't even a rocket here. There is no rocket. There's like less here than there was before. Here, let's load the other one. That looks like it actually has the rocket in it. Alright. This vessel I want to do things with. Okay, this is our actual save. Why is my game started lagging? Suddenly. Pineapples. Oh, well, this is done its thing again. Or it's just like split up all the engines. Like, no, you're actually part of this engine now. Why is it broken everything? What is happening? It's perfectly balanced, guys. There's nothing wrong. Trust me. Except for Jeb. Jeb, get. Oh, there's no Jeb. That's nice. Very nice. Launch. Alright. Well, we're launching from the runway now. Don't ask questions, it's normal. Just don't worry about it, it's fine. I felt like doing the runway tonight. So we're doing the runway. This ascent feels faster, and those engines should have more gimbal. As you can see, there's a little more gimbal in these ones. Alright. Maybe I should have used these to begin with. They might provide a little more control than the other ones. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's occurred to me that we are going up at a very quick rate right now. So we might need to like chill a little bit. So I'm gonna do that. Because otherwise we're just gonna rocket straight up, and that would not be, well, I mean, it'd be fine, but I would not appreciate. Let's go this way. Can I just like do that? No, the game does not like that at all. We're about to launch. That's fine. I wasn't necessarily expecting it to go perfectly. Not necessarily. Alright. Attempt number 2 with the vector engines. 3, 2, 1. Charge! We're gonna go that way. Yeah, I want to go east. And then I'm just gonna press prograde. And then, because there's more thrust, I'm thinking it'll just work now. Right? That's how that works. We're going up at an angle. We're launching like one of those missiles that like launches from like a long pole. So we just start at like a 20-degree angle in reference to the vertical. Engine noises. What does it sound like when you're further away? Engine noise. It sounds like an Atlas 5. It's just uncanny. It's definitely not because they recorded it from an Atlas 5. Alright, throttling down. And tilt over. Ideally. I want some control through this. Can I have just like a little bit thrust? I want to tip over. Please and thank you. And I don't trust myself to do it, so I leave it to gravity instead to pull the rocket over. And I'm gonna do it with time warp because regular warp is too slow. Granted, it makes the game run at 3 FPS, but it is actually technically faster than going up smoothly, which sounds like that makes no sense, and that's because it doesn't. Maximum throttle now, alright. 45 degrees. We're gonna keep tipping over for, I think, a little bit. At a pretty good pace. So, I'm okay with this ascent profile. It's horrible and it's not efficient, but I don't care. That's my verdict. It's horrible. It shouldn't work, but it's Kerbal Space Program, so it does. Therefore, video games are fun. Ba-da-ba. Engine. What? There was just a random chatter for some reason. I guess we're going to act like it's fine. Hopefully that is going to be stable where it is and not break. Game's running pretty well right now. Currently at a 30-degree angle. We're going to ascend to 200 kilometers. Then we're going to ditch the bottom stage. I don't care if there's still fuel in it. I'm going to ditch it anyway. Because once we're in orbit... Well, I don't want this in orbit, mainly. What is that? What is default name -7? Should I be concerned? Is it aliens? Maybe. But we'll never know, because I'm not going to check. It could be aliens. It could be aliens. You know. Alright, 200 kilometers. Here we come. Alright. 60,000 meters, detach. I don't know why it needs to detach specifically at 60,000 meters, but it did. So, yeah, let's activate the engine. Point towards prograde, I think. Yeah, prograde. Why are we spinning? What is happening? What if we didn't do that? $80,000 meters. Defairing. Why are we spinning? Point towards the prograde marker. Please. And don't spin. No spinning allowed. Spinning in space, bad. Why are you pointing that way? That's not where the SAS be broken? Does it just do that? Maybe it just does that. Alright, I'll point at it myself. Okay. Does control from here help? Or are we just spinning for some reason? I guess we're just spinning for some reason. Wonderful. Okay. That's gonna be fun. When I'm trying to, like, dock to things. And the game is like, nope, you know what? Rotational inertia. Alright. Orbital insertion burn. Let's go. We are spinning once again for some reason. Please don't do that. Now, weirdly enough, I'm holding the key that's opposite of that. I'm holding the Q key to rotate clockwise, which... that's not how that's supposed to work. Set target. Let's see. Burn prograde till we get a marker. Because maneuver nodes are not going to work for this. I have, like, almost no faith in them at this point, honestly. Alright, so there's some pretty close points. There's a close one over there. Alright. This is going to be my first orbital rendezvous, live and on camera. Also, we're spinning again. Why are we spinning? Please stop that. I have a feeling we're gonna have to burn anti-normal once we get... wait, right? Yeah, anti-normal, right? I think it's anti-normal. Once we get there. Now, if we'll actually be able to point at that when we get to the anti-normal place is up for debate. As you can see, eccentricity is a thing that decides that it just wants to change sometimes. Did the space station's orbit change? Or is that something else? I think it's something else. We might still be fine. At least I hope we are. Better be. Pointed at it myself. This is not... Why is nothing working? I don't want to quick save, because every time I quick save, something breaks. It's going in the opposite direction. And I don't understand this. Alt X to zero out trim. No, it's not trim. If I turn off SAS, all these are centered. It's just doing that. whenever I try to maneuver. Is it just pitch? I cannot pitch right now at all. Or is this like is this the thing that happens when your controls get reversed? Maybe that's it. Because I'm hitting different buttons and they're doing different things. Maybe I got that bug, which is annoying. The pitch is not working. And am I in docking mode? No. Maybe if I switch to docking mode. Can I get it aligned? At least kind of aligned. And then hopefully I can get it close enough. That looks like it'll be fine. 700, 600, 500, 400, 300? Nope, 400. That might actually be fine. Now, that's also assuming I can point retrograde to the target, which is not a given at this point in time. At all. At all. So, SAS, anti-target. Can I set my reference to target and then select retrograde? Or will it break? I'm in docking mode right now. I really want to just quick save. But every time I quick save, I get landed bug. So if I can do it without quick saving, that would be ideal, at least for me. That just means I get one attempt though, so I think that was this craft loaded in. Which means we might just have a good trajectory here. Which would be amazing, because this is my first time doing this. Distance from target. If I... Okay, can I point? That's prograde to target. I need retrograde. You know what that isn't? Retrograde. Come on. You got this. I want to believe. Yeah, for some reason, I only have yaw. Alright. Strat. Well. I don't think it worked. Wow. That really did not work. Why am I turning so slow? Wow. That went well. I want to burn retrograde in terms of the target. I've just orbited the thing. Look, I'm just orbiting it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, 1,000 meters per second. Target is at 155 at the moment. Come on, retrograde. Come on, retrograde. The engines seem to work, the reaction wheels don't. It's very strange. Alright, 7 meters per second, that's good. 2.7 kilometers is garbage. But what if we turn reaction wheels off and just maneuver with RCS? We have probably enough. Granted, we still have that bug. We're essentially navigating without pitch control for some reason. Because the game said no to us having any pitch control. Oh, well, that went well. I am... Wow. I should not have burned for that long. Or time warped. I remember doing this. I really need a reaction wheel on here. Although, then again, reaction wheels, they haven't had the best, history with what's happening right now. So, I want to get at least 1 or 2 docks in before I have to end stream. Alright, wait. Strat. Yes. Good. 1 meter per second. Let's point towards the target now. It's right there, game. How are you failing to point? It's right. I don't get it. No SAS allowed. Actually, I do need SAS, though. Stop spinning! I don't get this at all. Point towards the target. It's right there. And it just won't do it. F5. F9. Maybe that'll work. It's not even that it's docking controls, because I've been switching in and out of those for like a good amount of this time. Nope, still have the bug. It's not even a funny bug. I can't laugh at this. What am I gonna laugh at? Nothing. There's nothing to laugh at here. It's just not working. It's just spinning. Bruh. It's literally just spinning. Remember what, you're gonna have to spin around so that you can... How is it even, like, oriented that way? Oh, that's why, because we haven't actually turned around yet. This might have to be an abort, because I'm honestly not really seeing this one. Yeah. Point towards target. We're only gonna go so fast. And we go towards the target. But because orbital mechanics hate me, it's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work. But I'm still gonna try it. See, if it wasn't turning right now. Why is it turning? What bug is this? And why? I do everything correctly. And then we get this. Well, that's fun. This is this one. Well, it's gone now. Let's kill that as well. Vehicle assembly building. Don't you love it when you're just trying to play the game, but then there's bugs. So when you try to play the game, it's just like, nah. That was docking attempt number 1. I'm marking it there. That was docking attempt number 1. Alright. That's the correct payload. Yes. No Kerbals inside. Bill. No Bill. No Bill. You don't get to be there. We launched on the runway again. Oh my god. Well, we've launched from the runway today. Manager, I summon thee. Part of me wonders if it's because we launched from the runway. It's like that, although I don't see how that would make any sense. Why it would be like that if it was like that. Doesn't really make sense, so I'm thinking that's not the reason why it bugged out. Not disregarding that, but it's probably not that. I'm tipping over very quickly right now. I think I started my gravity turn too early. Never mind, we have vector engines, it's fine. They have magnitude and direction. Oh yeah. Alright, this should be fine. For at least a little bit. Yeah, we good. Ah, yes. So the solution to our rocket flipping problem was vector. And that's about it. There's not much more to say on that. It was just vector. Alright, I shall press this prograde marker once we reach 9,000 meters. Or maybe it's 8,000. No, we'll go with 8,500, and then we'll get to 9,000 meters in like 12 seconds. Alright. Now, tip over even more. Gravity turn. Let's throttle down here again. I want us to tip even further over. I want to be ending our burn at 10 degrees. Why? No reason. I just want it to be like 10 degrees. And then hopefully we don't spin out again. Or, like, that's the thing that I have to be worried about now. And quick saving doesn't fix it. Now, granted, I have absolutely no doubt that the devs are working on all these bugs. Like, They literally have to be working on these bugs. But still. Ba-ba-da-ba. 45 degrees. I don't have to wait. I can't just pitch over. Like, the vector engines be like, this is fine. Why is it fine? Because I say so. Dang it. We figured out the strat. It's just vector engines on everything. Hello. Yes, so our new strat. Oh, there's default name -7 again. Probably aliens. But we'll never really know. My personal theory is just everything is aliens. That cheeseburger. Aliens. That spaceship. Aliens. Your dog. Aliens. Okay. Okay, we can play prograde now. 15 degrees, that's acceptable. And then hopefully it doesn't blow up. How low are we on fuel? Doing good on fuel. I realized, like, yesterday that the oxidizer fuel ratio is like 4 parts oxidizer for 1 part fuel. It's crazy. Like, when you're making SSTOs, you essentially just have liquid fuel tanks and then oxidizer tanks. Like, the rocket fuel tanks, they might as well just be, like... They might as well just be oxidizer tanks, like, honestly. Crazy. Detach. Are we spinning? Are you kidding me? I'm cursed. I'm actually what? How do I even... what do I do against that? That's not SAS doing it. It's just doing that. When it's trying to turn. Why? How do I fix the spin? How? It's like eternally trimmed to the left. But then it's also just not. Does pitch trim even work? I have a feeling like it doesn't. Okay, so that works. Does that work? That way works. Alright. I'm just trying to test the flight controls, because apparently I have to do that now. Down is just going down. That should be going up. Does that go up? It does. I think that, like, controls are reversed or something. They shouldn't be. But it feels like they are. Nope, still spinning. Control. What is causing this? Manual only. SAS only. Oh? Hang on. Hang on. Now, it's not spinning, but it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing either. You're supposed to be pointing retrograde, and it's not doing that. We fixed the spin. I don't know. The retrograde's over there. Like, what? What about torque authority 0? You, torque authority 0. You, torque authority already has it on 0. You're on 0. You're on 0. So then now it shouldn't be able to turn at all. And if I just turn with RCS? That is incredibly slow. Maybe, maybe this is fighting with this. Maybe there's like multiple things and they're overriding each other. What if we just have one control wheel? So say we control from here, all, but have it just be that one. Does it work now, or is it going to fly past it? No? Okay. 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 We might have something here. Now let's bring up the torque authority and that. Wow. Oh my goodness. I think we found something. Hang on. If it's on... Oh, this one has it all the right way up, doesn't it? This is... Oh, that's this. Never mind. What about this pod? Hitchhiker doesn't even have anything. Okay. We have something. Okay. We figured out how that bug is. Okay. We solved it. That is weird. Okay. So, there is a bug with control points. Okay. I feel confident explaining this now. This is reversed. This is forwards. For some reason, this is not taking the control orientation of this. Okay. So basically, I think what's happening here is this is getting a command to go left, but the control point is upside down and backwards. So it's given a command to the left and it's going to the right. It's given a command for up and it goes down. And you end up with this one trying to point up and this one trying to point down at the same time, and it doesn't work. Or you try... I imagine this one's control wheels might be stronger. I don't know if they're stronger in different axes, then that would explain the spin. Because say maybe you're trying to go to the left and then this one is right here is like, all right, spin to the left, but left is upside down and backwards, so it's actually turning to the right. What the heck? Okay, we might actually be able to dock this now with this new knowledge that we have obtained. Cool. That is, see, we understand the bug. now, so we understand how to avoid it. Cool. Alright, we can actually have SAS work now, which is amazing. Observe as I act like nothing ever happened, and the game is not bugged at all. Don't worry about it. Wait. Is my control point reversed on here? Wait. That's going down. Wait, I'm pointing retrograde like a freaking moron. What am I doing? I just go into this whole thing about why this is broken and it's upside down and backward. Meanwhile, my rocket is pointed backwards. Good job, Self. You are the best. Don't even think about it. Good job. I did that entire explanation on the wrong side of the planet, so that's fun. You see, I keep having these ideas. I should just upload that as a short. Now, if I was intelligent, I would have a replay buffer set up, and then I could just hit a button, and it would have just recorded that entire thing. But I'm not smart like that, apparently. So I don't have that set up. Maybe I should set that up. Alright. And then, so that's not a great orbit, but maybe it'll work. Set to target. We're a bit out of plane, as you can see. Why am I? Okay. Here, let's burn upwards until... Actually, you know what we have to do here? We have to go around a couple orbits first. That's... What the frick? See? It's perfectly fine. It's not bugged. Meanwhile, that. Oh, dear. There's no bugs. There's none. Don't... It's balanced. Alright. We need these to align. So they are not currently. I better not be in resonance with the thing. That'd be annoying. Kerbin, focus. Trying to figure this out. Alright, what is moving around and what is not? Things are moving around in circles. Okay, good. I don't know how they're moving. Are they moving? Doesn't look like it. Ah, there we go. There's one. It is, perfectly not broken, trust me. Alright. I'm gonna spend a lot of fuel to do this, but it's gonna actually work this time, because I can actually point, so I don't care. I should actually be able to use RCS and speed things up as well, but... RCS fuel looks like it lasts a lot longer in this game. I don't... Maybe that made the RCS thrusters weaker? That's upside down. Once again, I say again that I go into the whole rant explaining the bug of the upside down thing, and then I proceed to upside down my craft. Good job. Quality commentation here. Ba ba ba. Alright, so here what we have to do, I think, is just prograde it, and then we might get a hit on one of these other two ones. We're currently experiencing Kraken, as you can see in the corner here, or is that... No, that's just RCS, never mind. Forget it! We're not experiencing Kraken yet. So my current plan is just burn prograde until we actually get an, you know what? Actually, burn in. Reel in. That would make more sense. Because that will lower... No. Yes. Yes. Okay. We're going to burn radial in. That will lower this orbit, and maybe it'll kind of translate it out. I think that's what we want. I think. It's not like we don't have Delta V. We'd have Delta V. Alright, I think that's going to work. We're going to have a pretty high relative speed once we actually get there, but I'm fine with that. Yep. Oh. That's awkward. Alright. Now we're going to burn prograde, raise the back orbit to encounter it, hopefully on this side of the planet. Because I think we're a little too fast at the moment. No? Actually, there's a good one right there. Okay. Alright. Once again, I would like to reiterate, we are taking requests for the name of this station. Just type them in chat or in the comments down below if you're watching after the stream has ended. And we are going to put them into a poll. I'm going to pick the best ones, and we're going to put them in a poll. It's going to be great. Trust me. So if any of you have good names that you want it, so it's not just Kerbal Space Station -8 for the amount of times I failed launching this. Alright. I might even go onto a random name generator and suggest one myself if I actually find one that's cool. I doubt it, though. Those are usually people names, not spacecraft names, so... Name generator moment. Do we want... I think we want to burn radial out here. Because we want it... Yes. I want to say yeah to that. It's so slow, though. Alright. We are actually doing what I want to, though. So that's good. I wish we could have used both reaction wheels, but, you know, one of the reaction wheel sets is upside down and backwards, so, you know. Can't really use both of them. It'll break things. Break a lot of things, actually, but... mostly just things. Alright, 4,000 meters. 3 kilometers. 2 kilometers. Alright, is that just a difference in height? Or is that a difference in trajectory? So one of these things I can fix, and the other one... Okay, I think that's a prograde right there. I think. We need to be going faster to catch up to it. Because when you burn radial out, you're increasing your height. You're not increasing your energy. So that in turn should push it forwards because you're going faster and you have more energy. When you burn prograde and retrograde, you are actually changing your orbital energy. That's how I like to think about it anyway. It's kind of how that works. It's not actually how that works, but if you think about it kind of like energy, you're adding or you're just shifting energy. So you can kind of think of normal, anti-normal, radial in, radial out as shifting your energy, and prograde and retrograde as adding and subtracting energy. And if you think about it like that, then these kinds of things tend to make more sense. Yes. So, distance to target is now closing. We are going to go a little bit past it, but then I'm going to close it by going radial out. We have 5 minutes, I believe, until we reach this area. 4 minutes. Sorry, I can't read, apparently. But, yeah. The new tutorials are pretty good at explaining prograde and retrograde. And that was about it as far as I saw. The way they explained it was you keep hitting a ball, like with a bat. You keep hitting it, and it's going to keep returning to the same place because prograde and retrograde burns affect the opposite side of your orbit. Which is like, yeah, that's how that works. But when you're doing other burns like normal and radial in and radial out, it's really not affecting. It's more like circular motion when you're doing that, so it doesn't affect 180 degrees around. It affects 90 degrees around. If you've ever seen the classic gyroscope off the end of a string, it's because of its spinning, it's applying its force 90 degrees, so it kind of like stays and like spins around the strings, well, like sideways and defying gravity. It's a cool experiment. But yeah, so I feel like they do need, I don't know, maybe there's actually more tutorials and like I haven't seen them because I've like not actually played through the tutorials. I just like went through and watched the first ones and all the sections that look like videos. There could actually be more tutorials that I haven't seen that explain that. I just haven't seen them. If they did, then that's great. I do actually want them to have tutorials because, like, say what you will about the voice, I don't have a problem with it. Some people are like, oh my god, it's so high-pitched. But as Scott Manley said, it is biologically accurate. The Kerbals are smaller and therefore have shorter vocal cords and would therefore produce higher pitched noises. So, you could just say it's biologically accurate. It's realistic. I don't know. They're clearly aimed at the younger audience. We'll put it that way. But they do actually simplify orbital mechanics in them, so I guess you can't really blame them, can you? Yeah, it's not everyone. It's like some of them haters in the chat, you know. They're just like, ew. Space game being made for, like, children? Are you kidding me? How can you even do that? It's like, bruh. Kids can have space games, too. There's no, like, marker for when to burn, so I'm just gonna start burning and then hope that that works. I kind of judged it a little late. Alright. 7.3. Let's slow down? I don't know. Burn towards it, I think we're going to do. Those engine nozzles cooled off very quickly. Now that's not very realistic. But hey, I guess you win some, you lose some. I can actually kind of see it over there. Not a lot, but I can see it. Alright, we're gonna burn this way now. I'm just gonna keep RCS on, because it's actually gonna, like, help. Alright. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. I guess we are pretty far away from it right now. Man, I'm having trouble with rendezvous right now. Man. That's not great. Should have added a reaction wheel. For the 12th time. Also, it's nighttime, but I'd like to time warp to the other side of the planet, but... yeah, I don't know about that. We're gonna, like, lose this trajectory here if we did that. And unfortunately, I spent a pretty good amount of time trying to get here, so I just don't know about that. 1 meter per second, that's good enough to point towards the target. Well, at least it should be anyway. Point towards target. And burn. "20 meters per second. Meaning we shall approach in 10 seconds. I did not calculate that very well. We better not crash into it, actually. Oh no. That's very close now. Okay, we didn't actually crash into it. That's... oh, we almost hit that solar panel, though. That would have been bad. Why am I... I overshot a little bit. I'd like to just be using RCS for this, but... I think RCS is just less powerful. I think that's what it is. That's that. Now point retrograde. And then I should... wow, it's so hard to see! Ironically, it looks better on the stream than it does for me. Granted, I'm also just looking at OBS, but... I don't know. Alright, 150 meters. I'm gonna... hopefully RCS is actually gonna work. $68 meters. I'm gonna actually turn the thrust limiter down on this. 2 meters per second. 1 meter per second. Nice. Beautiful. Alright. Now we have to find the docking port. Where did I put the docking port? Is it down here? Maybe it's... yeah, no, it's over here. It's somewhere. Okay. Found it. It's on this side. Right there. Ish. Where is it? There it is. Right there. Can I set the docking port as target? Set as target. Alright, excellent. Point towards target. I do the lazy method of docking, but I don't necessarily have... well, maybe it would work, but I want to do it real, alright? This is my first docking procedure. Alright? It's great. We're gonna do it. And then, unfortunately, I think I'm gonna have to end, which is unfortunate, because I like doing this. This is fun. But I might have to end the stream after this, because I've been going for 3 hours, and I wanted that to be the limit, but... alright. RCS. Can we point towards this first? Alright. Come on. Come on. Are you even pointed towards that? It really doesn't look like it. Control from here. I mean, it says so. And I mean, the game wouldn't lie to me, right? Right? You would never lie to me. Yeah, let's go into docking mode. SAS. What the frick? None of these controls are what you'd expect them to be. That's not forward. That's not backward. That's... What is even... Okay. Maybe just docking controls changed. But Q and E is now prograde and retrograde. Which is very... Wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm dumb. Okay, I realize what docking mode does now. It takes, Okay, that's not actually broken. Alright, good. So what docking mode does is it takes, you know, I, J, K, and L, H, and N from the original game. It takes those and it maps them to west. That's what that does. Okay. You are partially forgiven. There's that docking port. There's the docking port. Alright, we should be dead on it. So I'm going to switch to this craft. Find that docking port. Set that as the target. Check to this one. We're going to do some I don't care. I'm going to control from here and then tell it to point towards the target because I am a nerd. I don't care. Enough. This is really finicky right now, isn't it? Oops. That's E that I'm trying to press here. That's what I want to be cooking on. Man, that is going to be interesting to get used to. Alright. Which way is... It doesn't matter at all for what I'm doing, but... Let's see, which side has the ladder? The bottom has the ladder, so I kind of want the ladder to be on the bottom. Alright, ladder is now pointed towards the bottom. Did that even point towards it? Is it pointing towards it? Maybe it is. I don't know. We are not pointing towards it. Bet. The game is never wrong. Only you can be wrong. Game is infallible. It can never lie. Alright, what the heck is happening here? Is this like spinning? Something is spinning. Oh, it's that. What the frick? Okay, let's go into normal mode again for a second. Alright, RCS off, SAS on. What is happening? Are you still pointed towards target? You should be. At least trying to. Which you are. And this is 2. So I need to kill velocity. I don't know where this extra velocity came from, but it's here. I don't know where it came from. Let me actually find the locked camera. I don't know which one it is. Is it Chase? It might be Chase. No. Alright. don't like it. I want to go back to auto. Didn't really work. 2-1. It's close enough where it might just work and be fine. Maybe? No, we're flying past it again. Wow! Am I just rusty? I might just be rusty. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. I know what it is. I only put one set of not docking ports. I only put one set of RCS ports. Stupid me. Okay, the reason why that's bad is because, wow, we've done this for so long, it's now daytime. Wow. I wish this would stop spinning. I just want it to point. Does this have RCS? It does have RCS. Use. Okay, now it's using its RCS to try to point towards me. Now I just need to use my RCS to point towards it. That kind of makes sense. Oh god. No solar panel. No. Oh, we got bumped by the solar panel. How is it that this trying to point... Okay, you know what? New strat. Stability assist. Okay. New plan here. I'm going to attempt to do this with only stability assist, since I know I can do that if I have enough time. Alright. Up. Now, point down. So we're trying to aim for that. Aiming down should not be a problem. Although I can totally see why the game might make it one. Let's see, what? Ladder on that side. So we spin to get that. We're just gonna back up a little bit now and hopefully come straight in. We have plenty of monopropellant. I feel like these are using less and also providing less thrust. One slight downside using them, but right, this is going to be up and down, it looks like. Yeah. It's weird, but whatever. Alright. So, turn off SAS just so I can get my bearings on what's doing what. That's, okay, that's what we want. That. Now, if I turn off RCS and point towards the target, we should be able to then correct for this using our RCS. The game is going to fight me every second of the way that I'm doing that. I don't care. Alright. Right. Alright. 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 Go up. Alright. Might be on to a winner here. Or we might crash. Either way, it'll be fun. Maybe. Come on, come on. A little high here. Right, also a little bit too far to the left. There's a shot right there. Look at that. Why is the arrow GUI here? No! The game loves arrow GUI, apparently. Oops. I don't know what the locked one is. I don't know what any of those mean! I'm so sad. I don't know what any of those mean. Oh god, that's the wrong way. I'm headed towards the solar panel now. Oh, that's map. Come on. Don't. Right. Up. Right. A little bit of rotation in there. Let's cancel that. Pretty lined up right now. I like the sound effects that we're getting. Alright. Forward. Oh, the cinematography. Point this way down a little bit as well. There's no aim camera button, which is annoying. One thing we're missing. At least not one that I've seen anyway. Right. Go down. And just go a little bit to the side. This works. This is working a little bit better. Alright. Up. It's a balancing act right here. That's what this is. Up. Wait, that's how docking works now? It just... Huh? Okay, that actually gave me a jump scare. Hey, we did it. We docked them. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the, you just get close enough and then go together, but... I mean, alright, I could see that for noobs. If that's a difficulty setting, I'm changing it. I want full, authentic difficulty. I lined that up for so long, and now you're telling me I can just get close? Alright. Actually a scam. However, we did dock them. Wow. Wow, I just did that. That's my mic just not... Wait, no, my mic is working. Well. You ever just, like... Put your hands up in exhilaration. As you can see, I'm very enthralled right now. Like, immersive gaming experience. And I threw my hands up and whacked my microphone cable, which is attached to my headset. And knocked it out. Okay. Well, okay, there is a slider. Excellent, excellent. Alright. Means... Can I... detach now? Detach. How is there no ComNet connection? What is... There is, though. I put an antenna on here. It's... here somewhere. I think. What? Is there actually none? What? Huh? I put a ComNet on here. It's right there! What do you mean? There's totally communication. What? What? I'm actually what? Alright. I'm calling bugs. I'm calling shenanigans. Decouple. Bite me. Wow! Oh wait, no it doesn't. How can I possibly have had ComNet connection before, but not now? What? That doesn't... Where did it go? It just left. I better not be only available when making a new campaign. I haven't learned how to save file ever yet. Oh! Yay! I love bugs. Well, maybe it'll happen when I reload it, it'll be fine. Oh no. Oh, that is spinning. How is that spinning? You have no... You know what, I'm just not gonna question it, honestly. How can you have... Or is it pointing towards... No, it's not even pointing towards things. How are you even doing this? Be gone. No torque for you. No torque for you. You fool. Maybe I do actually have ComNet and it's just acting like I don't for some reason. Because otherwise it doesn't make any sense for this to be turning. Unless these have reaction wheels. These do not have reaction wheels. The only thing that has reaction wheels on here should be down here. Right? So why is it spinning? You have no torque. It's probably part of that bug. But... Well, it doesn't appear to be doing anything. Alright, well, I suppose I should conclude here then, because I am now half an hour over when I intended to stop. So, once again, if you have any cool names that you want the space station to be called, then write them down, and then put them in the comments. I will be reading those, because I want to make a poll. To be our space station. Haha. Except I'm the only one who's allowed to build it. But that's irrelevant anyway. Make sure you do that. This has been great. We docked something. I'm happy.